everyone, it's Mari for Honeybee Stamps. I'm going to be using the Gina K Masking Magic strips to create some fun white stripes on my project today. I'm starting off here with a piece of A2 size white cardstock on my mat, and I'm just taking some of these strips from the Gina K pack there. This is the medium size strip. I'm going to place this one onto my cardstock on a diagonal, and I'm going to take another one of the medium strips and one of the largest strips here. You can see I'm going to just put those diagonally across my white cardstock, so I have 3 strips now. And what those strips are going to do is they're going to mask off those areas to create some white stripes on my project. So now I'm going to be taking some Distress Oxide inks and my Honeybee blending brushes to create some color where the masking is not. And so in the open space, I'm going to start off here with some Mermaid Lagoon. This is one of my favorite blue colors in the Distress line. And I'm just blending on here. I've got a fairly big brush. I probably should have used a smaller brush. And I'm trying not to blend onto the other side of the masking tape here. If I did, it wouldn't have been the biggest deal ever, because I do use colors that work nice together, so that if they did happen to overlap, it wouldn't have been the end of the world. But when I'm finished here, I do end up masking off some of the other areas to prevent them from overlapping. I'll show you that in a minute. So that second color was Crushed Olive. This color here is Pine Needle Green. And my last color I'm going to use is Peacock Feathers. Here you can see I'm getting out my blue tape and masking off the other colors so that I don't blend over top of the other colors. But really the masking tape is the big game changer here, because what that masking magic is going to do is create these strips where there's no color at all. And it's going to make just these really fun white stripes on my project. So here you can just see I'm adding this Peacock Feathers now, again with another one of my Honeybee Stamps blending brushes. And now I'll start taking off this, the masking paper and the masking strips. And here you can just see how fun this is going to be. I love the masking magic because it just has a really nice amount of sticky on it, so that you don't have to worry about it coming off, and it adheres really nicely. So I had a lot of fun with this. And I always love the peel reveal, right? It's always so cool to see those stripes when they're revealed. I really like that. I love the color combo. It's a little bit different for me. It's not a color combo I've used before, but I really liked it. I thought it was pretty. Now this is the Merry, Merry, Merry cover die from Honeybee. This was released at Christmas time, or during the holiday season. And I trimmed that out. I cut that out using my die cutting machine with a piece of really pretty turquoise cardstock from Gina K. And what I'm going to do is cut these into strips. And I'm going to layer the strips each on top of each other so that I end up with a really nice thick dimensional piece here. But in effect, I'm only going to use like one strip is what you're going to see on the top. And I'm going to add a little bit more adhesive here to this one and layer another strip on here. And it's just going to be really nice and thick for the front of my card. And I love how that when I add this onto the placement that I added here, that center diagonal line is actually going to go from the top of the Merry diagonally through it to the bottom. I really like the placement so that you still get to see that white strip, and you get to see the other white strips as well. So this is where I'm going to add my Honeybee liquid adhesive to the back of this piece. And then you can just see where I'm going to add this over top of that middle white strip. But because the letters are open, you can still see that white strip. So I'm just going to center this from side to side and get that placed. I'll actually put a couple of glass blocks on top of this until it's nicely adhered. These are just some paperweights that I keep on my desk for this purpose. And now I'm just going to take the little letter innards for the R's and just place those back in using my tweezers and my liquid adhesive again. And I'll do that with both of those R's and fill those in. And then I'll be ready to add another sentiment, a sub-sentiment to the larger sentiment, which is Merry. So really love the coordinating set. This Merry Merry set, like I said, was an exclusive release during the Black Friday kind of season around that time. It's really super fun. And I love that there's a coordinating stamp And you can see that there's little sub sentiments there as well, which is really cool. And I really liked the word everything. Sorry, everything, not just the word every. So this card sentiment is going to be Merry Everything. And I'm going to use my Honeybee Stamps Intense Black ink to stamp out the word everything onto some white cardstock using my Mini Misty, which is my repositionable stamping tool. And Honeybee Stamps does sell these, and I will link up to the Misty in the description box below. I have listed everything I've used here in the description box below, including the Masking Magic strips, which you can get at Honeybee Stamps. So I'm going to use my Bitty Buzz cutter from Honeybee to trim out the sentiment. The stamp set does have a coordinating die set as well, which is fun. I've added a little bit of foam adhesive onto the back of the word everything, and I'm going to add that in the area just below the word Merry. Now I'm also going to use the Make It Merry gems. I love these ones because they're kind of an iridescent. They basically reflect the colors that are on your project. So I don't really know if you'll be able to see it on this video very well, but you can really see the blues and greens reflected on these little gems, which I think is really fun. So I just wanted to put 3 in descending size on the top and then next to the word everything. I'm just showing you here how pretty those are. I love them. They're gorgeous. This is a really nice gem set because it's got a really nice variety of colored gems on it, including solid white, which is perfect. So I'm just grabbing it off my desk here. You've got the kind of those iridescent ones, some reds, some greens, kind of turquoise. So it's a really, really pretty gem set. I'm using my blade, my pen blade, to grab these gems off of the card. And now I've added those all. They're all finished. And I'm going to add a little bit of liquid adhesive on the back of my card front here. Just a little bit. You don't need a lot. If you add too much, it will kind of warp your paper. So just a tiny little skiff of this liquid adhesive is all you need. And then I'm going to go ahead and add this onto my white A2 size card base. There won't be a margin at all on this guy. There won't be any white margin because that word Merry is a full A2 size. So it's going to go from side to side, and I'm just going to put that onto that card base, and that is going to finish off my card. Love how this turned out. It's just a really different color scheme. I think it's really pretty. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I love that masking magic. Have an amazing day, friends. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.